Alright, I think we can get started now. Turn that off, turn that on, and then let's make sure you load all in properly.
Sure. Oh my goodness, I am.
Yeah, I figured there's nothing like going on this side of the screen anyway, so it's like...
I'm all blurry for some reason.
Yeah, it takes the thing a bit to get into focus. That's what I was... You are.
Okay.
All set now. Welcome to another episode of Sketchalog.
There we go.
I am Soul King Xander. I am here to catalog all the heroes, villains, monsters, and anyone else that I come across. I'm joined by my lovely guest here today. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Greetings, everyone.
Give us
Okay.
your name.
Well, my name is Yeah. Well, I'm Magical Misa. Or you can call me Princess Lumisa. I also go by Lumi Misa, or in some cases even Luma. So I guess whichever floats your boat.
And then what kind of content do you make, and how long you've been streaming for?
I've been streaming. Well, I was streaming on and off since 2016, but I started getting into VTubing in 2022. Let me see. Mainly just gaming streams. Sometimes I code. I think I'm on hiatus right now, but when I come back, I want to try reading some fanfics. Like Kiri, of course, I'm not reading anything nasty or against TOS, but that's one of my ideas, as well as resuming what I want to, what I was doing before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, did you have anything else you
I
want
think that's about it.
Okay, great. So,
Yeah.
I know you said you started VTubing kind of in, like, a bit later after your streaming career, but how familiar are you with kind of VTubing in the wider community? Is this more just an anonymity thing for you? I know you're using a voice changer, if that's in the sort of same effect for that.
Yes, anonymity is important. Yeah, that's why, I don't want to voice dox myself, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So that's why I use a voice changer. But, I'm told my actual voice is like smooth like running water is one thing that my friend said. So I don't think it's much different from this voice changer, but I have it on just to be safe.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm sure Zentrade I can relate to my my concerns.
Yeah, absolutely. So, are you, like,
I don't.
Oh, sorry. You name dropped Zentraya there, but are you, like, a big fan of VTubers in general, or are you just, like...
I have my Oshis, yeah. My top Oshi is Kanan Rose. She's also my best friend for 3 years. I've helped her, she's helped me become, and I can safely say without her, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And, the same goes for my other Oshi, Zawara, who's another elf. I'd say, without her, well, she likes to give good advice to people.
Absolutely.
En masse, and, I think she's definitely helped me out in what not to do and what to do. And also, lastly, there's Yomi Quinley, which, I feel, as a fellow Leo, and we have the same birthday, in fact.
Wow.
I think I can relate to her a lot more than usual.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I know I'm
So those
familiar
are
with Ilara. And I've actually done her VTuber Academia course that she offered, like a course I
nice.
call it, but yeah. No, she's like super helpful with all of that, like getting started stuff for sure.
Excellent. Yeah, I think I've seen the video series. I don't know if she has a paid course, but I would be surprised if she does. But I've only seen like the YouTube series of it, and that's free, I think.
Yep. So, do you think you could kind of give us a little a snippet, like an elevator pitch of your lore?
Okay, well, it's not quite done yet, but
Mm-hmm.
there's this very old anime called Slayers, and has a character named Naga for short, but her real full name is Gracia Un Naga Seiyun or Seirun or something like that. Japanese and English kind of like sometimes it just doesn't mesh that well. But apparently, for Naga's story, she was a princess who had just decided, fuck it, I'm gonna go on adventure, so screw this royal life, and that's much. That's something that I kind of want to put into my lore because she's also a very ditchy character like mine.
Mm-hmm.
And as well as being a shapeshifter, it's just an innate power she has. I have a 2D, live 2D model of a chicken girl that I started out with, but I just wanted this elf as a true form to use, as a default.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm gonna switch between the two as I feel it needed, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
As I feel necessary, I guess. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm a very ditzy person. Kind of absent-minded, but I do have compassion. I try to reflect a lot of myself in my character.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of working on stoicism because there are times I just have a fuse blown and it doesn't look good. So I'm trying to work on that. And because like my character is supposed to be stoic, and so I should probably learn to be more immersed in my character because that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that actually leads me to a good follow-up question to that is kind of what are your thoughts and opinions on VTubers who kind of like play into their like the character of their lore and kind of go with more
you know
of
what?
that.
So I've been role playing online since I was about 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And when I discovered VTubing, I thought, this is incredible. I can take my roleplay to the next level with a visual kind of. I can be an excellent anime girl that I control and stuff on screen. And that's mainly why I like this, because I can just. This is a creative outlet of mine, you could say. And unfortunately, I think streaming is only one of the few things that is an outlet, but I do want to get more into VR with my model.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I just have a bit of a indigestion.
Oh, that's fine. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, but I just feel I can be like the me that I cannot be otherwise in real life. So this is a good escapist reality, I guess. Or escapist fantasy. My bad. It's like some people like to play video games, and I do too. That's their escapism. But for me, VTubing is also an escapism. So I totally get why other people also do that. And it's a lot more fun when those two things, when I meet other characters that do that. Like I think Yomi Quinley, for example, plays a lot into her character, and she's just adorable and funny, and I can admire that in her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I did think of being a villain initially, but I didn't want my pretend mean attitude to be taken personally, and like maybe not that. I don't want to offend people.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. Um. So how did you like? I know you mentioned the shape shifting thing and like all of that, but how did you come up with this design in the first place?
Well, I'm a big fan of retro JRPGs, and also I like the Hoyoverse style, and some of my favorite VTubers have some interesting design concepts. So what I did was I took my favorite uh, retro, like from various retro RPG characters, I took some concept designs from them. Then I turned to Hoyoverse and said, okay, I want to reflect, like, say, Robin from Hawkeye Star Rail. And then I took a look at my some of my VTubing colleagues, like, let's say the hair is inspired by both both Luna from Silver Star Story, along with the headpiece by Light, and Charlotte Vale, the Bright VTuber. She has her hair just amazed me, and so I thought, you know what? If I smack these two together, I get something really good. The dress is it's a modified outfit of, you know, I don't want to spoil anything for Lunar, but the other one is there's a character in Grandia 3 called Alfina, and she wears a ceremonial dress at one point. This is pretty much taking that ceremonial dress and, you know, adding my personal touches to it.
Okay.
So I thought, I looked at the finished design and I was like, wow, I love this. And my shout out to my 3D modeler, Alfie, on VGen. He did a pretty good job. It was a lot of time and patience, but it paid off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What is something that you kind of love seeing in VTuber designs? Like the thing that is, like the thing that makes you kind of stop scrolling and kind of take a look at somebody.
Oh, that's happened plenty. Like, again, with Charlotte Vale, I really enjoyed her hair and her eyes were mesmerizing. And there's Yomi Quinley with her black sclera, which, you know, for those who don't know what sclera is, it's the white part of your eyes, but, you know, Yomi doesn't have white sclera, she has black sclera. Let's see, I would say when I was looking at for ideas for references, I was also examining like body proportion, body shape. I don't want like huge, massive boobs like Alara, even though that was working for Aiden. I'm not knocking that, but just for me, I want something proportionate to my body, to the rest of the body, and this works for me, I think. Even though my parents were like, those are huge, those are like G cups, and I just look at the in the back of my car like, and then I said, well, don't never watch Alara then because that's going to blow you away. Because I even told them how every time she gets like subs or bits or other stuff, her boobs actually grow a bit every time. And I told them this like so be thankful I'm going for this. And so they backed off after that. However, I am getting a goth outfit that doesn't draw the focus to my boobs as much, so that's gonna be something to enjoy around Halloween, hopefully. I don't know how busy my artist will be, but you know that's the plan. We've discussed it, and I mean, I'm excited for it.
Next question. So say you just woke up back to the day you decided to become a VTuber, and everything after that had all just been one big dream. Would you want to do anything differently?
Well, when I started VTubing, I was very, I'm just gonna put this lightly and say dumb. Like, I have a combination of autism and PTSD from childhood trauma, and I think that's too mixed into something kind of silly or creepy, kind of. Because again, I got parasocial. I didn't know boundaries that well because, of course, as a kid, my boundaries were violated, and I didn't really get the proper therapy for that. I got therapy, but at the same time, just something went wrong. However, what I'm doing is I've got some introspection. I've been looking back and seeing like, okay, I need to stop doing this. And there have been recent times where I'm still learning. It's gotten a lot better, but I'm still learning. Like, I need to stop with the out of pocket comments, and I've also, when it comes to social media, I've been putting muted words up and muting certain people so I don't have to be dragged into politics or other controversial issues. And it's working out for me. I'm a lot happier, and I'm trying to be more stoic, so that I can be hopefully half the person that Ilara is, because she's pretty much as professional a VTuber as you can get.
Yeah.
My saluteness, I suppose. And there are some gentle-hearted VTubers like Mom VT. She's been doing everything right, and she's very popular. I want to congratulate her on her new move. Actually, she just moved, and she's gotten back to streaming. So, and she's a nice person to interact with. Very cozy.
Excellent.
So if I could start VTubing over back in 2022, with the knowledge I have, it would probably be a Groundhog-based scenario where I take the knowledge from my beam, assuming that it seep on my head, and I'd probably be in a much better place than I am now, because I wouldn't being even remotely known as a problematic person. I know some people still do have a problem with me, and I totally respect that, and I wish them best of luck. Like I won't bother them anymore. In fact, I pretty much muted them so that way if they post or someone posted them, I won't accidentally reply to a post that they're in and upset them.
Sure.
So yeah. I only reserve block for actual, nefarious, problematic people, because there are plenty out there. So.
Absolutely.
Also, I do want to address this. I'm in a rocking chair right now. That's why my VTubers going back and forth a little bit. So. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So next question. What would you say is your favorite part about streaming?
I would say, the people I meet. I met some very incredible people, like my friend Kanan. I've met Alara, Yomi, like scores of VTubers, probably in the hundreds. Maybe I would just sell for scores, just a safe bet. And they're very fun. They're very nice people to interact with. Even those who don't want anything to do with me, they're still nice people. I understand. I'm at fault for what I did back then, and I wish them well. But yeah, I've seen some incredible designs. One person even VTubed as a chicken nugget.
Oh yeah.
I kid you not, a McDonald's chicken nugget. That was insane. Well, I guess you can VTube as anything. Someone was also a waffle. They VTubed as a waffle. And there was a Sonic the Hedgehog VTuber, which I'm surprised that they get away with without getting Sega upset, but I guess if it worked for them, so be it.
Mm-hmm.
So that so there's been a wild spectrum of VTuber, both in personality and designs, that I really enjoy. It's very interesting seeing new designs pop up because you never know when the next, stand out VTuber is coming. I know when I debuted as my chicken harpy VTuber, people were like, "Oh, that's a very unique take," and some of them were very sad to see me kind of put it off out to the side as a shapeshift. But it just I want something that really represents me, and then the chicken one would be like, if I feel wacky someday, because she's even more of a dish and wacky than Lumisa is. So, and I also might do other forms eventually, like a cowgirl.
Mm-hmm.
Just like something like short and cute, not like a lolly or chibi, but a little shorter, kind of like, I can't explain it, but
Right. Yeah.
something more in the adorable range.
Mm-hmm.
I do know I want to I want to make a new costume for my VTuber. I commission a costume where I take Harley Quinn and Yomi Quinlan to smack them together, and to, with some, of course, a lot of personal touches, because I think, I want to make something chaotic yet lovable at the same time.
Right.
I think that's, yeah, I think that would really, really be good. And I'm also pretty good at doing a French accent. Some people say, like, what can I say in French? Bonjour, monsieur Sander. Um, très fort? Bien. I can't, I can't really shout it. I'm very soft with it. I'm gonna work on it a bit more before I do that costume, but yeah, it's getting out there. And plus, people can't scream cultural appropriation because, like, I have French in my ancestry. I think that's why I do so good at the accent.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. It just. Plus, I think cultural appropriation is just a self-report on being a closeted racist. Because, like, Japan, like, when they see other people wearing kimonos, that they're excited because, like, oh, they're embracing our culture, and, like, why can't other people do that? It's just bizarre. Like, your culture is having an influence on others in a positive way, that they're embracing it, they're enjoying it. And, that should be good enough. Life is all about sharing, and, sharing it. Culture is for sharing, I think. I certainly share tips on how I, do good at VTubing. I like to teach coding, like another thing I do. And, my extent of 3D knowledge, I also I just like to teach people. And, if I find out someone was making a VTuber inspired by me, like, obviously not like a problematic parody of it, and trying to like cause I don't know, with it, in order to upset me. If it's just because I like my design, that's fine. But if it's trying to annoy me, then yeah, that's not good.
Yeah,
but a lot of people have said they like my design.
Yeah, it's a great design for sure. And you know, this is a very good way of getting out and meeting new folks for sure.
And I actually became a VTuber. I want initially wanted to make it big in the upper echelons because, a lot of people are down the dumps, like, but a straight upset and so. That's correct, Logan. That's correct. Like a parody is fine. It's flattering. It's like Mel Brooks. Like George Lucas when he saw Spaceballs, he encouraged it. He loved Spaceballs. So if someone makes a parody of me, that's fine. But it's just when it's a straight up insult to me, that's when I have a problem.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Anyway, I became a VTuber because I see a lot of people problems. Like I know one VTuber struggling to pay her medical bills. Another wants to go to TwitchCon but can't. And like I initially want to get influenced so that my word, what I said would have some sway on people. Like you know. Oh, funny thing. I say that because a few years ago, my friend who was a mod at the time in my then committee before I rebranded, she has a type 1 diabetes and she was running low on insulin despite working 3 jobs and taking care of an ailing mom.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was very concerned for her because if you don't have insulin and you have type 1 diabetes, the death clock is ticking. So what I did was I announced to my community like, hey, our beloved mod so-and-so is struggling to pay for her insulin, which she needs. And then one of my fans generously dropped $500 on her and was able to get her 3 months of insulin. And that is what makes VTubing worthwhile. Is that I'm an influence for good. I want to cause more of that. It's not really getting the big numbers, although that's nice because that means my influence is expanded. But mostly I just want to, I want to get influenced so I can help others because that's just who I am. It's still my goal, my primary goal as a VTuber. It's not really about fame, it's about influence and helping create change.
Yeah, it's very admirable.
Yeah.
And what would you say is your least favorite part about streaming overall?
I would say the drama. Like, a lot of the VTuber drama is very high school in nature, and a lot of it crosses boundaries because there's doxing, there's swatting, there's a lot of boundaries that are just pushed, and because of that, I mean, some people have a problem with me, but I have a problem with quite a few people who are really ill-intentioned and they show it. I've had to block those people, and but I'm also afraid to warn others about them because some of them have an influence, unfortunately. And so I try to leave it alone and hope it goes away for me personally. But I wish I could tell people that want to collab or do something with these people what they're capable of, what they've done. I know trying to goat someone to offing themselves, the S word. I know that's a triggering subject, but there are people in the VTubing sphere that do that, and I want them at I don't want to touch them with the 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
And I can understand that. So there are definitely bad actors. I would say that is the one aspect, a major aspect of the downsides of VTubing. And of course, with fame comes scrutiny. The bigger you get, the more people look into you, and even Shy Lily has she had a creepy stalker incident I think a year ago where someone's trying to dox her real face and stuff. That's not okay. My VTuber it's simply that my VTuber. I try to separate her from who I am as a person. This is just a fun thing to do with it, a fun escapist reality. But when I hop off, I'm just my own person, separate from the VTuber. And I think for safety, for safety's sake, no matter how immersed you are, it's always good to like make sure there's a separation between who you are and your VTuber, because otherwise you don't want to spill it into your real life, because that's when problems start. Another issue I have is just the ethics of platforms like YouTube, and Twitter. YouTube. Well, I would say Twitter, also YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. They all have some AI animation, and it's very poor. Like, apparently no one on Twitch, like, if you get a certain amount of reports, you're just automatically banned for a day. And like, obviously that can be exploited. Like, if someone doesn't like you, they can just report spam you, and you'll get banned. And they cheat. But so ignoring trolls like that isn't quite an option when they're quite literally shutting down your streams. So yeah, I'd say the platforms have to do a better job at monitoring this, but at the same time, I understand like they don't have to do this because like, oh, there's no extra money in it for me, so why should I? Like, it's that kind of corporate mindset. So like, why should we do anything extra? They're not gonna pay us more. Like, but the thing is, I haven't even monetized my channel, even though I'm able to. It's about the message I want to send. Like, I just want to have fun. I know I'm not doing this for money any more than playing games or riding a bike. I do it for fun. Of course, I might, if things improve, I might consider it. But right now, I think it's a financial risk to put my eggs in that basket.
Right.
But yeah, because again, with fame, you become a target to a lot of bad actors. Again, the Shy Lily thing. Plus, she was just found out to have a bunch of botted viewers, and so that she's gonna suffer for that, maybe even get banned. So, of course, botting your viewers is obviously a big no-no, and so it's but there are other things maybe you don't think of that, and common sense isn't quite common anymore these days. And with me being autistic and stuff, things aren't really obvious to me. Like VTuber etiquette, I had to learn the hard way pretty much. And I did anger some people in the process of learning, but what happened, and I've learned from my mistakes. I'm a better person for it, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a dream collab partner or partners, and do you have any idea of what you might want to do with them?
Well, I mean, I mainly collab with Kanan because she plays some Final Fantasy, and I love that game, so we kind of team up, like do stuff, get mounts, do dungeons and stuff. And plus, we have a little, we've collabed on a little April 1st thing coming up. Where she and I are going to swap VTubers. We're going to give her this one, possibly, or maybe a 2D version if I have it by then. And I also have hers backed up because she's someone, I'm someone who she trusts, and she almost lost her VTuber entirely because her PC got bricked and luckily she got a copy on her phone. But I said, like hold on to a copy for her. And then like a few months in, I was like, hey, here's an idea for an April 1st joke, an April Fool's joke. It's that I'll pose as you, you pose as me, just for a day, and just we'll act as each other. And something's obviously gonna be off, but that's part of the joke.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
But is there anyone that like you would want to have on?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said some people I would regularly collab with. That's interesting. I mean, kind of, but at the same time, not really, because I was for my birthday earlier this year, me and Admiral Trina collabed, but not only did we face technical problems, but I just ran out of conversation, and so we kind of parted ways after that. But no, people liked it, nonetheless, despite its a briefness. But if I could do it with someone else, I would say Yomi. Maybe she's very interesting. I think I could bounce off her jokes, maybe, because like this thing about Kanan, our chemistry is so good because the stuff she says, I can bounce off and make the whole audience laugh, and so I think collabs are good for me because I can use them to bounce off people, people and make comedy from. I'm a bit of a try-hard comedian, but that's what I do.
Yeah.
I just want it.
And then, speaking of collabs, do you have a dream collab that you'd want to see as a viewer, like between two other creators that, and then just like they make a collab together?
That's interesting. There's this, not exactly, but there's this streamer named Jabroni Mike who has a VTuber. He just doesn't use it a lot. It's a Venetian clown VTuber.
Okay.
But what he does is he runs a game show called That's My Streamer, and it has like seasons and all that. And he's known to like bring both VTubers and Flash streamers on there. He's had a few, I would say former Bishoujo, but at the time Bishoujo talents. Like, let's say Project Melody. He had Giga, Zentrea, and stuff. I'd like to see. I mean, he's a pretty funny guy, and I'd like to see Alara be a contestant on that show.
Okay. Yeah.
So, not quite a collab, but I'd like to see Alara a contestant on that show because I think the chemistry would work great. He's funny, she's funny, and I think it would be a hit if she participated on that show.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Who would you put as the VTuber, like Mount Rushmore? Kind of the four VTubers that you think stand above the rest as like the ones that are like the most important of all of them.
Okay. Well, putting my bias for my friends aside, I would say Iron Mouse, Sada, Shy Lily. Although I don't know how much of a reputation Shy Lily got from this incident, but going off what's like off what they're known for at the moment. Shy Lily, Iron Mouse, Saba, and last one I'm not sure. I don't know about a fourth one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
could be.
Definitely those three have. Those three have done an excellent job with the community. Like Iron Mouse has, done a ton for charity. Saba, who is, as we all know, Gora Gora, um, eh, was a big favorite and still is a big favorite. And who was the other one? Amos, Saba. Oh yeah, Shy Lily. Shy Lily, I think she stands as a testament to indie VTubers. She actually, I think, helped start Mythic Talent, and that is a big feat in and of itself to start. I think it's an agency of some sort. Oh, you know what? I would say Nyanners as the fourth one because Nyanners, she's not as popular now, but she was definitely there at the beginning. And she started out as I think a cam streamer. I think I'm not sure, but she's transitioned very well into VTubing, and she was there from the start. I think in terms of Mount Rushmore or founding sisters, I'll put it. She definitely deserves a spot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a good list.
That would be my that would be my VTuber Mount Rushmore. Ayamo Saba, Shillelagh, and Nyanners.
So what would you say is your experience with like conventions, like like not necessarily just VTuber conventions, but like the big events in general?
Well, I hadn't really attended a convention except there. I think it was earlier this year. One of my friends who lives in another state, they went to a convention in Illinois. ACEN, ACEN. And what they did was, since I couldn't attend with them or have a kiosk on my VTuber, what they did was they had me on a Discord call with the cameras on, and they would just go around on their phone and point their phone at stuff and show me around and stuff. So that was kind of a pseudo con experience. Plus, my husband and I want to go as a Joker Harley Quinn couple to Comic Con eventually, maybe in the coming years. So, yeah. So as far as cons go, I think that would be my experience.
It's a good amount though. And then with like meet and greets and stuff becoming more and more possible for VTubers, would you ever want to do a meet and greet of your own? And if so, how would you want to go about setting one up?
Well, that's a toughie. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. It's definitely a noble idea, but at the same time, you're putting your real life self out there. I mean, if it was at a kiosk at a convention, that would be one thing, since I could still have the privacy of my real life out of the way. But with a meet and greet, that seems a little bit out of my comfort. Well, a lot out of my comfort zone, because I've been through some hard stuff. I don't want to open up the gates again.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, I want to foster a community and, have everyone and be friends with each other. That's totally fine with me. And, I actually encourage that. It's just, in my case, if they want to do a meetup themselves, they go for it. I just don't want to be a part of it unless I'm like, again, on someone's phone through a Discord call or something, or on a kiosk.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
And I will say, being the internet, you're gonna meet a lot of good people, but you're also gonna meet a lot of people who just want to see the world burn, and they won't. And no matter how you are, they're just going to assume you're just more fodder for the flames. And you want to stay away from those people. So the tough thing is you don't know someone's true intentions. So just be wary of who you're meeting in real life that you've met on the internet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I know me and my husband met on the internet, but back in like almost 10 years ago now. Wow. We met on the internet, but before we got together in real life, I was sure to uh, make sure he was who he said he was, like long before we did that, because I wouldn't just go out to meet a complete stranger. Like he actually showed me he is who he is, and I did the same, and so that worked out. But in a lot of cases it won't work out, and you just gotta be cautious.
Yeah. Absolutely. Where would you like to see yourself in like a year or even like 5 years time?
Well, I would say a nice cozy cottage. Rurally, where I just have access, because I'm disabled in real life. I'm physically disabled. A nice cozy cottage where I have everything accessible to me. I can go out and enjoy the outdoors like I have been, and I like to, probably have a better setup, maybe some improvements on my VTubing, as well as my computer in general. And I want I want to be able to like get my husband what he wants also. Maybe a Discord server by then. I'm still a bit I'm a bit tentative about having a Discord server. I mean, I have a private one, but just for emojis.
Right.
But I'm thinking like by then I should have one open to public. I'm just very cautious when it comes to like something involving security.
Yeah, sure.
Discord servers are a Discord server would be my personal space. I don't want it violated by my band actors.
Yeah, no.
So I'm so tentative about that. Let's see. I still have some medical stuff to be done, so there's that as well. So I like to get that done. I just moved to a new state, so well, by then I should probably be all set and good to go as a new resident of the state I'm in. So that's all I'm thinking about right now. Possibly having a new job, either as a cybersecurity worker or maybe even just a coder or something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty decent list of goals to have.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching Legal Mindset, I think it was yesterday, and he had someone on, Ryan, I forget the last name of this guy, but he teaches a course on cybersecurity, which is out of my budget range. It's like $3,000 right now, versus $24,000, but I still don't have the money for it.
Right.
But the course is very tantalizing to me. I mean, but I'm pretty sure I can learn on my own, for free. Just I have to sink in time for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, I think if I learn on my own for a few years, I'll be able to have the skills, or at least the experience to show that to like professionals. Like I know what I'm doing. I know what to look for. Like I've seen stuff like areas of attack. I would say, or malware analysis. Actually, one of my favorite hobbies is when I get hit by someone trying to give me malware. that she's in a compromised account is I actually download that malware, but not boot it up because I know it's gonna detonate on me. What I like to do is download it, take it into Linux, and then dissect it. And funny thing, the first virus I dissected, first malware I dissected, the hacker who made it had such a huge ego that he doxed himself in it because he was so proud of his own work that he wanted. So I did this. Look at me. Is like, yes, you did do it, and now I'm going to report you to the cops.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I contacted the authorities. Like, look at this asshole who decided to have a big ego after making some password stealing stuff for like Steam, Discord, Minecraft, and all that. That's what I did. He actually named it like password stealers for Steam, Discord, and all that. And so I was like, oh my god, this is pretty hilarious that he has such a big ego that he actually gives himself away in his code.
Yeah. Wow.
So that I was very proud. Like I took the decompiled source code to the authorities. Like, have a look at yourself. That this is the whole decrypted version of what this guy did, and you could probably find the same thing more or less on his hard drive. And so that was the last I heard of it. But they said they were starting an investigation on it, and so I thought I want to do this more. Unfortunately, when my friend got hit by a virus or malware, I did the same thing, hoping to helping the guy gives himself away because of his ego again. Didn't find anything of that. Well, I didn't find much, but then the guy himself contacted me. You better stop messing with my virus, or I'm unleashing the ransom on your friend. And I'm like, oh shit. So I had to drop that one. So that was a doozy. I found out where the data was being sent to. I knew it was giving a list of spoofed identities and stuff. And unfortunately, the bad actor caught word of it, and threatened to harm my friend if I didn't drop it. So I started maybe I should just back away from this for a bit because I don't want to cost anyone unnecessary financial damages.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that's an excellent sort of 5-year plan you got there, though. A nice cabin, nice career path for you.
Oh, I also have a hobby of reverse engineering old games, like old PlayStation 1 games that never, got a remaster or something. And I'm doing some pretty good work on it. I want to bring Legend of Legaia back for PC and stuff. Yeah, with a brand new rewrite and stuff based on what I'm data mining from it. Hopefully I can do that in the next year.
Yeah, it sounds pretty exciting too. Cool.
Or at least have something worthwhile to show for it. Because, in the reverse engineering community, they've totally reverse engineered Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. They've done a good chunk of Majora's Mask, Mario 64, Mario Kart, and, even the Xbox games. I'm hearing recently are getting data mined, and it's a fun. It looks like a fun venture. I want a piece of the pie.
Yeah, of course.
Or help contribute my piece of the pie, rather. Another game I want to do, and this is a big favorite of people my age, is Legend of Dragoon. For some reason, Sony will not give a remaster of that. Like, the most we got is like, oh, it's on PlayStation Network now. Like, that's great. But it's not enough.
Right.
Yeah.
Here we go. Do you have any kind of maybe like unrealistic or like kind of more what somebody call like selfish goals for your like streaming career? Any kind of like brand deals you'd want to make with anyone? Any kind of big crossover events? Any kind of anything like that?
Well, I will say, back when I was like primarily a chicken VTuber, I will say I reached out to Swiss Chalet, which is a Canadian rotisserie restaurant chain.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, hey, you know what? I like your chicken. Can you sponsor me? Can you sponsor me or something? Like, I know people are aiming for like energy drink sponsors like Advanced GG, Gamer Shops and stuff, and that's all fine and dandy. I don't have any problem with that, but just energy drinks aren't my thing. If I'm gonna get sponsored, I want to be sponsored by something I would personally use myself.
Mm-hmm.
So Swiss Chalet, what else? Maybe Tim Hortons. I love their donuts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very Canadian, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, let me see. I would say, yeah, I'd say that would be my my dream sponsor. Ship is by Swiss Chalet or Tim Hortons. I can't really think of anything else. Maybe if it was like Square Enix making wanting me. Well, no, not really Square Enix, because you know they do take sponsors, but you have to say every 20 minutes, "Thank you, Square Enix. Thank you, Square Enix," and I'm just like, yeah, I don't need that.
Yeah, no.
Like, oh, thank you, but you know, but every 20 minutes, no, I'm not gonna rub your ego that much. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I will say there is a sponsor going around that I have actually used in past, and I found pretty bad. Is Factor the home meal preparation stuff?
Yep.
They suck. Like, I mean, their food is kind of good, but at the same time, when I wanted to unsubscribe, they kept billing me, and when I finally found out how to not bill, they would nag me through the post mail, through email and stuff. And like, you guys suck. Like, do better. When someone wants out, they want out. Don't bug me.
Yeah, true.
And so that's why, you know, whenever I see something about Factor, I dunk on them. They are snakes.
Well, good looking out. Yeah. What would you say
and you
is...
know what? If they want to decide I'm slandering them, then like, well, here's my experience here as evidence. So if you want that to be untrue, then do better. But that's not slander. I've absolutely had a horrible experience with them. So anyway, sorry, I don't want to drone on about it.
Yeah. I guess my next question was gonna be, what's your hottest VTuber take?
Hottest VTuber take. Well, it's a little controversial. I mean, I will say, you know, if you have political takes, if you're trans or gay or something, you know, that's totally cool. I don't knock that. But if you bring up your political opinions or you know, trans stuff, you know, those are two, like, like no matter what side you're on, you're going to get attacked for those. So I would suggest, keep those personal out of your VTuber life. Otherwise, people will dunk on you. You mean, whether you're anti-trans, whether you're pro-trans, whether whether you have nuances, like, yeah, oh yeah, I support like Democrats, but blah 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 blah, or I support Republicans, like blah 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 blah, or I'm independent, but blah 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 blah. And like even I think nuanced people get the worst because like they're attacked from both sides. Like so the best thing to do is keep out of that, be stoic, because no matter what you say, no matter how good intentioned it may be, some people will look to feel attacked. I mean, you got those professional victims out there, and you don't want to deal with that kind of stuff because those professional victims have followers, and those followers may be unhinged assholes.
Mm-hmm.
So, just be careful what you decide to incorporate under your VTuber name. I would suggest keep a private account where you can rant that's completely separate from your VTuber life. That way, people won't say, "Oh, did you say this?" And then they will try to start a fight with you. I mean, you can block them, but that won't stop them from saying, "Oh, this VTuber's bad because they support this," and like they'll strawman you to death, pretty much. And unfortunately, people at large aren't very bright, and they will take it at face value and think you're a bad person. I mean, I don't want to get too much into Cinder, but like it's clear from the people who read through that 1,000-page document and blessed them for having that much time. She's pretty much vindicated herself, and it was her artist that was the snake. But a lot of people don't want to bother with it because they just don't want anything to do with the drama anymore, and I can understand that. But it's just Cinder needs I think she's cooked because of what happened. Like, people remember stuff on the internet. Like, she can be a better person, and I do really want her to do better in the future. I honestly do. She seems like a nice person, but at the same time, I think because of people want to have conflicts. It's in human nature to want conflict, and what I think she best rebrand, and from there, if she needs to air out any drama, keep it on a separate account. Like, do not tie your VTuber into drama, because that will be what you're known for. Like,
there's no winning with that kind of
Cinder,
thing.
But yeah, like Cinder might be vindicated and all, but a lot of people don't care because they just want to be done with hearing about Cinder. And unfortunately, that's the reality. Is that a lot of people, they always just say, "Oh, she was nasty in her first document, and I don't want to give her another chance." Like, a lot of people are hypocritical. I found out because, you slip up once and they will hold you to the first for the rest of your life. But if they slip up, give me another chance. Give me another chance. I'm doing better. Like, you're not giving us another chance, so why should we? So unfortunately, I would say societal norms keep it themselves can be a problem, even if you do better. And I do hope that everyone who's undergoing drama right now is able to come out on top. But there are some things you just can't get rid of, and unfortunately, a lot of people will believe misinformation. So. That's really the only example I can bring up right now. Shit, I forgot the question.
Hottest VTuber
I went
take.
off on a tangent, I think. Oh, the hottest take, yeah. Yeah, that's my hottest take. Is like, don't bring any controversy onto yourself. Don't discuss any controversial matter. And you know, I will say that even if you're trying to be nice and say, you know, like I don't know much about Charlie Kirk, for instance, but you know, the guy was a family man. He obviously had kids and a wife who loved him, but at the same time, he was a political figure that a lot of people say it was pretty nasty. And one thing you can see, I would say, don't bring him up at all. Don't give condolences because you will, as a public figure, don't give condolences because you will be attacked for that. Similarly, of course, don't celebrate his death because you will be attacked even more so for that, even probably fired from your job. People, because from what I found out, after for people celebrating his death, they were tracked down and at their jobs or universities notified. They were kicked out of their jobs and stuff. And really, celebrating people's death is not. It's very distasteful. It makes you look like an asshole. I mean, even if he was a bad person, like, just don't do it.
Like, yeah, there's no winning with bringing up like
was,
political stuff. You know, it's all just.
I mean, yeah, I will just say, just don't like even if you disagree with someone, don't if they have people who follow them, just be aware of that before you open your mouth to say something stupid. And the best thing you can do is say nothing.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
So moving on. Okay. Next up, we have the VTuber content lightning round. In this segment, I give you a popular kind of VTuber content, and I just want you to give your like quick, like sort of gut feeling about each of them, either from the perspective of making that content or the perspective of viewing that content.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds reasonable.
Okay. First things first is reaction videos.
Definitely would do them. I've done it myself before, even though I didn't really get much traction for it, but I definitely, even when I'm watching them on my own and reacting to them, you know, I just have to give my 2 cents on it and just pause it, like as if I am streaming.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a certain habit of mine that I love to do.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of like stupid criminals, court cam stuff.
Okay.
And I just like, I'm just like, dude, like, why'd you do that? Like, or sometimes they think they're smart and they do something stupid, and like, yes, that is smart, except you forgot, you know, the blatantly obvious thing of blah blah blah.
Like, right. Next up is song, like music, like VTuber music, like covers or even like you know, whatchamacallit,
yeah.
Yeah.
Funny enough, my friend Kanan is actually a song artist herself, and I really enjoy her music. She likes to like give me a sneak peeks of them, and I really enjoy what I hear.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you know, also another friend of mine, Trina, Admiral Trina, she does song covers, and they're really good. I even did a comic dub with her at one point. That was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, singing I'd say is pretty okay. Like, I can't say I do it myself though, because my singing voice is non-existent. I mean, I used to sing, or try to sing. Now I would listen to back. Okay, I can't stand my own voice.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, so.
And then
That's my take on music.
Okay. And then next is the various marathons. You know, your subathons, your donathons, followathons, those kinds of things.
All right. Donathons, I would say, are pretty based. I mean, you're raising money for a good cause. I would hope. Um, so definitely, if you're one of those, you're altruistic, and I think it really helps your public image.
Mm-hmm.
Subathons. Um, Now I have a bit of a take on that.
Okay.
Now a subathon like birthday or something, that's all good. But someone marked recently, and I've been noticing it myself. People have a like constant or frequent subathons, and it's just like another subathon. Like, is go out and get a job, or in like it just comes across as lazy if you're doing frequent subathons. I mean, special occasions I'm fine with, but if you're doing the frequently and often, you need to stop.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Myself, I don't think I can do. I don't think I can do a because especially the 24/7 ones, because I found out that I can't really stream for more than 2 hours at a time because my body just or mentally I'm just starts I'd be screaming at that point in my
Right.
head.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
I just need time away from the computer or my PC, and plus I'm starting to get a lot more outdoorsy, and like it's a beautiful day outside, for instance, and I'm stuck in here and I'm streaming. I don't want it to take up my entire day.
Mm-hmm.
On snowy days or rainy days, I think I'd give it maybe a third hour or something, but for the most part, I just don't want to get that much time out of my day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got stuff to work on, and I got grass to touch.
That's totally fair.
Um,
Next is kind of the gaming section of things where I'm talking like for instance
Absolutely. Go ahead.
speed running.
A speed ring. Not really my thing, and I wouldn't do it either because I suck at speed running. But it has its audience. I won't bash them for that. Just not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I would say sex. Like why would you want to get sex over and done with the point is to well, among other things, the point is to enjoy it. Like you're not going in there like what's gonna over and done with it. And the same goes for like games. I would say like why rush games if they're supposed to be enjoyed?
Yeah.
You're supposed to savor it.
Yeah, definitely. And then kind of the like party games, what people have come to know as friend slop recently. Things like Repo and Peak and stuff like that.
I've actually done it myself. Like I've done 100% orange juice, even though lately I don't think I'm going to be using that anytime soon because they charge a good amount of like virtual currency to change your name, and I still have my old brand on there, and I thought, okay, this sucks. Good game, but this is a deal breaker. Then there's Goose Goose Duck, which I played. Really fun. It's like a free, more advanced Among Us, I would say.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, when I tried to play it last, I just couldn't get enough people in the lobby. But it's an otherwise fun game. I definitely would play that again, given enough people. Yeah, party games are definitely a go for me. I also like to participate in Mario Kart tournaments. Those are pretty fun. Even though I don't have my hands on a Switch 2 just yet. But I plan to. I just everyone seems to be into Sonic racing now. and so Mario Kart World has pretty much be uh, punted to the wayside. So I'm not sure about that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely something I do if you're there.
Mm-hmm.
Or for that's I getting the opportunity again.
Hmm.
Party games are definitely a go for me.
Yeah, awesome. I think that's all of the questions I'd like to go over. So, as is usual with this part of the show, I allow my my guests to ask me any kind of questions they might have. So, if you have any in mind, let them loose.
All right. Well, how long have you been in at VTubing for?
I got this model, or I guess I got my like design, my PNG and stuff, in 2023, I think.
Oh, so a year younger than me.
Yep. And I think I've been taking it more seriously just like this year, basically. Because
the sketching, the sketchalog segments, I'd say they're a good spin on interviews. I know my friend Trico does VTuber interviews, but the fact that you're sketching, with that, it gives it a nice spin and makes it your own unique thing.
Thank you.
Let's see. What would be your target demographic?
So I've been thinking about this a lot, actually, and I have come to realize that I don't exactly have my own audience or my own like chat, because a lot of it is mostly just like the chats of other like VTubers coming onto my show, which I don't have a problem with necessarily.
That's completely fine.
I love getting to like meet new people like through other people's chats and stuff like that. I think it is.
That's a. That is a good way of it. Like I never thought of it that way. That's pretty interesting.
So I guess my target demographic is mainly just other VTubers.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. What kind of game genres do you like?
I like a lot of action stuff, a lot of JRPGs. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter recently, but I'm also a big fan of like I did a long playthrough of Dragon Quest XI earlier this year, which was very fun. Yeah.
That's good. Oh, I love Dragon Quest XI. That was a good one.
Yeah, very good.
Actually, I think you get along with my husband because he plays Monster Hunter. I think I've seen like when I was looking through his Switch games, he had like Monster Hunter Rise in his collection. So I don't know if he plays Wilds, but right now he's on a Digimon binge because the Time Stranger game came out, and it's been something I want to look into playing as well. Yeah. Let's see. What about MMOs like Final Fantasy 14? So.
I can't really get into MMOs very much. I think it's in a funny way. It's like
it's fine.
My ADHD kind of like prevents me from wanting to like stick to a game like that.
It's totally fine. Oh, there's a Cyber Sleuth 2024. I didn't know. I didn't know about that. I thought they haven't pushed a game in like 8 years. But interesting. I'll have to look that up. I Any goals in the long run as a VTuber?
I'd certainly love to make this show something that is that is like a something that is desired to go on to, like where like kind of things like Hot Ones, for instance, like that show. It's very much a show that people have now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, where people are like trying to they want to get on the show, and so I want this to be something similar to that at least.
That's true. You know, the way you're drawing my VTuber makes me think of like Jesse from Team Rocket almost. Just you got that unique style, just the eye style and a bit of the clothing. Just makes me think of Jesse from Team Rocket.
Yeah, I can see
It doesn't help that I just got the World of Warcraft achievement, prepare for trouble. So.
And it's on your mind, huh?
Yeah. So. Yeah. So. And I know her Jesse's first English voice actor happened to pass away from cancer, unfortunately.
I did hear about that. Yeah.
And Ash Ketchum's first voice actor, Veronica Taylor, dedicated a bench in Central Park to her past comrade. And I kind of want to see that one. Go to Central Park one day and find that bench. And pay my respects because I don't know where her grave is. It's probably out of the way, so I think a memorial bench to paying my respects of visiting the bench would be a good pilgrimage, I would say. If that's a proper use of the word pilgrimage, I'm not
I think
sure.
so.
But I just want, yeah, I mean, I respected Rachel Lillis. She was definitely a big figurehead in the community. And funny thing, the initial voice actor for Meowth was a trans person. Unfortunately, he died in 2008, and Adult Swim at the time put a memorial for them. They died from a throat infection, I believe. But it just astounded me. You're like, wow, like that was an interesting thing to find out about them. Yep. And what else? Well, I mean, getting sleep. I think it's getting like there's a cloud overhead or something. I know my husband takes frequent naps when it's raining, so probably the weather's probably affecting me. I think if we can wrap this up.
Oh yeah. I once you're all set with your questions and I got through all mine. You are all set to go, and I don't want to keep you here.
Yeah. I'm kind of like I'm trying right now. I'm pretty much just throwing things at the wall to see what sticks. But yeah, I think I'm going to be heading out if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
I'm kind of sleepy, fatigued.
And also,
I think it's the weather. It's definitely not you.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't think
It's definitely not you. It's the weather probably.
But before you do go, feel free to like plug anything. Like, where can people find you? Like, what accounts you want people to follow, that sort of thing.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, so you can find me on X at magical_Misa, same as on Twitch. I also have a Blue Sky where it's just Magical Misa, all one word. Same with Kick. I am considering Kick it over Twitch because with Twitch, being a little fucky-wucky lately, and I'm not knocking anyone who uses Twitch. I mean, if you like Switch, more power to you. But me, I feel I might need to try Kick instead. Because I don't feel very confident in this platform. Um, I also have a Rumble at I think Magical Lumisa. I'll have to get that another check. I don't trust YouTube either, so Rumble if you can look past the political ads and stuff, it's quite a handy platform, and there's a lot of leniency on videos. So I guess as long as you don't uh, as long as you don't upload terroristic footage of hostages being beheaded or anything, I'm pretty sure you're good to go. It's very lenient, so yeah, that's where you can find me. Magical Misa on Rumble and Kick, and Magical_Misa on Twitch and X or / Twitter. And Blue Sky Magical Misa, all one word, no underscore. So that's where you can find me, and I'm also on Xander's Discord, I think, or is it just the
That's just for people get invited onto the show.
Right. I thought I was also in your actual one, but
Oh.
I mean, it's definitely something. I might have to check on that. If I'm not, I'll definitely give you. I'll definitely look into that. Cause you're a nice guy, and I enjoy your content, so I figured why not.
Thank you. Yeah, this has been a lovely interview here.
Yeah, very insightful.
Yeah, I will. I'll send you the file for this when this is over, and yeah.
Okay. I would very much appreciate it. It looks very good, and I'm astounded at the detail in this. This definitely. I definitely enjoy it.
Thank you.
Of course. I think that does it. Anything else, or
Nope, you're all set.
I guess that. All right. Thank you everyone for coming. You've been a great audience. Although a bit stoic, I would say, very captive because you haven't really said anything. And thank you, Logan. Thank you. It does look amazing, doesn't it? I really applaud Xander's drawing skills. I think he's got a lot of talent.
Stop.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta go. So my dad's girlfriend has a dog who injured their foot, and unfortunately they're out for the day. They're out for the day, so I have to I gotta go check on the dog. So.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Anyway, you take care. Hopefully, we'll meet again on stream sometime. I definitely like this, and I would do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Later then.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So I am going to be right back. Gonna get me a snack, a little snackarooski. But I don't want to take up half. You know what? Yeah. So I am going to be doing a D&D one shot with a few people in about half an hour or so. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll be back on here once I figure that out. Okay.